have like potentially stood in the way of you doing this?
I low-key feel like you're less mad because it's viral and you're like into being viral.
I will say that having seen how viral it went, it now seems kind of insane that I ever would have like potentially stood in the way of you doing this, just because this is obviously such an amazing thing for your career as well as mine. Like, we're not going to state dollar amounts, but even just like the money that I've made off of talking about this on YouTube and Snapchat has been kind of ridiculous. And then like
you're welcome.
Plug Talk has been that's a very weird.
I think that's wild. Yo, I'll be honest with you. I think that like I'll fucking spin off into just being born in the wrong community type shit, but has anybody ever heard a couple talk like that? Like, do you know a couple like, okay, and they do porn, but like everybody made such a big deal about it, but he basically was saying right there, like
they laughing to the bank.
Basically, that's what he was saying. Like, I'm laughing, like, you heard what she said in the beginning? I low-key feel like you don't care because it's viral. Like,
that means that your coins is coining.
Yeah, like I feel like you don't really care that I fucked another dude because we got money off of it. It went up, and they just having a conversation about it.
Why everybody hating? Like, not everybody, but I would say 95% of the internet is hating.
I feel like that's about right there. Their percentages. It's definitely high 90s.
Framing, but the amount of additional signups that we've gotten on onlyplugtalk.com has been kind of insane.
Yeah.
Just seeing like how crazy this has been, and also like it's a weird thing where like
she only got
at a certain point in my life, you're scared of like people shitting on you. You want to avoid people shitting on you, and then at a point like right now, it's like, oh, I'm just getting so destroyed by people making fun of me that it's like you just got to roll with it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like in my first or second year as an online person, shit bothered me a lot more. None of the comments about this have bothered me. People calling me a terrible person, terrible wife, whatever.
Right.
I don't take any of it, like even 1% of it.
As a woman, Mary, do you believe her?
Yeah, is she a terrible, like...
No, like that should not affecting her at all type shit.
I think that her profession has came with that, where you get desensitized by that. Like, we desensitized by crime right now. Like, everything like, alright, shit. But she, like, whatever. I don't think it bothers her because her profession came with that, and you get
probably just being
like,
a porn, just being.
Yeah, about to hate on this one. I got you. Wait till my next shit.
Just being in the porn industry, even if like, all right, so even if you wasn't married, you probably would get a shitload of comments from people calling you a slut, saying you ain't whatever.
But your man subscribed though. Slut that. I'm slutting out that bank account. How do you feel?
Oh, she said some crazy
like,
shit. One of the parts, like,
I don't agree with 95% of the internet. I feel like that's her job. That's her husband. He's supporting her.
All right, let me ask you this. This is a side question, but have you ever thought about niggas beating off to you?
Who, me?
Yeah, have you ever thought about that?
Yeah, from like when I was, in my, so of course.
I mean, like with your nigga I mean, cause that's one thing she said. Like she said that to him, her husband. Like, nah, this is what she basically said to him at one point. Like, nigga. Like, that's why she said the viral shit. Like, I don't even want you to be okay with it. I want you to be turned on. She said it to him in there, like, I want you to watch that shit and, like, want me more. And that's what happened. So when she came home, she said, then, you ain't been keeping your hands off me. Like, you've been on my body. Like, and let's get into it a little more.
Seriously.
Well, there are definitely lines of things that people say that I don't like, though. When they bring your motherhood into it, that's one thing I don't like, because you are an amazing mother.
I mean, I feel like it doesn't bother me at all because I just I know it 100% does not affect how I am as a mother. And like, if you think that my kid is going to grow up and not judge daddy for all the things he did, but is going to judge mommy, like, I'm not going to raise that kind of kid who's going to believe in that double standard.
I notice like every conversation I have about it with people is like,
I want to pause that. I thought that was dope too. Like, I guess as a man, you don't think twice when you got multiple women or having kids over how your daughter or son to think about you, knowing what you doing, or if you had a sex tape, like, people might say, okay, oh, look how Kim Kardashian kids might look at her, but nobody ever said, like, how Ray J kids might look at him.
Yeah. It's always a...
Yeah, that's a double standard.
Double standard. Like, without the kids, it's like, Dad, you allowed that to happen, and then a mom forced you to do it again? Like,
it's a double standard.
At the end of the day, both parents gotta sit down and explain to the kids, not just her, like, Dad, you let somebody fuck Mom, you okay with it? Nah, but what if they raising their kids in different values? No, everybody ain't traditional.
And a crazy
Stop
thought just came to my head, though.
Values on others.
A crazy thought came to my head right now, right? Like, yo, say you work for a pharmaceutical company, any pharmaceutical company that was mass producing Percocets, and you find out that your pops or your moms was one of the top upper echelon people who led the opioid epidemic through the pharmaceutical companies.
Exactly.
Do you feel different about, like, how do you feel about your mom or dad doing that as opposed to being...
Yeah, and they killing people.
A porn star. I think that, I think that's a different angle motherfuckers not looking at, and it's different. I'm playing devil's advocate, I guess, here. Not really, let's get more to it.
Like, they lay it out, they say, are you jealous, are you mad, whatever, we have that conversation, and then they basically, like, kind of hit a wall, because it's like, oh, you're two consenting adults, and you decided to do something kind of freaky, and in our case, on camera, so then they start doing the kid thing, because there's like nowhere else to go with it, because you can't blame me or you for doing something that we want to do, or you doing whatever you want to do on camera. It's like, how can you be mad?
It, so it's like, we're supposed to stop now?
Right.
I mean, we already did it. It's already out there.
Yeah, exactly. Because, and that's another thing, is I notice a ton of dudes speak about it and talk about it as if this was happening to them, but their wives or girlfriends are not porn stars, and they're not like, if my girl had never been naked online, if we had never shared all these other girls or whatever, then would I find it like so shocking that I wouldn't even be able to imagine it? Yeah, probably. But like the same way that you've gotten kind of like numb to seeing me fuck other girls, at a certain point, it just started to feel like it wasn't that big a deal.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, it was a deal. It was definitely something, because, like, especially like
that outlash and the shit about Adam. Adam, what about your kid? They see fucking another woman. Like, where was that?
Because look, previous to this, they doing threesomes, him, her, and other chicks. Now it could be like, you could look at it like, yo, your daughter, because they only got a daughter, right? Yo,
if they had a son, it'd be okay.
Would your daughter automatically approve of that? Would that be something she would approve of as opposed to that?
We don't know.
You see what I'm saying? But it is. But I like how he said, like, you've become numb to that. Like, at least he's taking. He don't feel guilty about it because she allowed him. But now he's just struggling with, should he feel guilty in this joint?
No, he shouldn't.
Exactly.
Don't have other people.
Maybe like the day after, I had a little bit of buyer's remorse. Where I was just like a little bit like sick to my stomach of just like.
Of this. I didn't know what mood I was going to get you in for a few days there.
And I mean, even when I was telling Destiny and Crib Mac, which was like about the weirdest audience I could have possibly had for it, when I told you I was going to talk about it with them, you're just like, are you serious? Like,
I was like, why are you going to? I had not planned on like talking about the scene until closer to the time it was going to come out, and then you were like, it was like you needed therapy. You're like, I'm going to go into the office and I'm going to talk to Crib Mac and Destiny about it.
No, yeah, at a certain point I was just like, listen, if I have to talk about it, I'm just going to talk about it on the podcast. I'm not going to shy away from it. I'm not going to act like it's not happening. I'm just going to talk about it. And Destiny is probably like one of the best people I could have the conversation with. Crib Mac, maybe not so much. Like, his first thing he said was,
that's why he said that most dudes that was talking about it from the perspective like it was them. So your girl might be a little bit more wholesome. Your girl's not a porn star. Your girl just a home health aide or some shit. Stay at home mom.
With a work boo.
Yeah, or work boo. But still, you not thinking about her taking her clothes off and getting busy on camera and everybody talking about you. Like, of course you gonna think that's wild, nigga. Like, you pull up in the crib and a nigga slide dick in your bitch, and this is abnormal. But she been a porn star. She been on camera having dick slid in her before they got together. Since they been together.
They made like that?
Yeah, they say that in this interview. And they said in this interview, they mention it. They come out like they first time encountering each other. They first sexual encounter was with him and another dude running a train on her. Well, not running a train,
Taking turns.
Not taking turns at the same time. Like, he says it. He like, yo, like, nigga was fucking you from behind and you was giving me head. They was doing that. And
so
after,
you know what she
and
about.
after that, he still kicked it with her, liked her personality, felt like it was a fit. She want to get money, she ambitious, and we gonna go in this direction.
I'm sorry to cut you off. The problem is people think like a relationship, like sex. Obviously, sex is nothing to them.
Yeah, nah, it's
that's
nothing to them.
That's their job. Like, they fuck all the time.
Yeah, it's nothing to them.
What can we do for each other to build each other? That's their relationship. Like, don't put your relationship with their relationship. Their relationship is different.
I think a lot
I don't understand people to get mad at them on how they do it. Mind your business. Not even, it's out there. It's just like, all right, and why y'all bashing him for what she did? Why y'all not bashing him for what he did? Fucking other bitches on camera. They doing the same thing.
That's a double standard, clearly.
Okay, they doing the same thing. Like polygamy. They're doing it. Y'all like, come on. Are y'all serious?
That's a
polygamy
fact.
Been around for forever.
And those women ain't necessarily like ambitious. Like, this what she want. So to her, she like, money. I'm getting pleasure and money. Yeah.
Getting money is pleasure. Both of them are pleasure.
Yeah, she all in.
Fit in the same category.
Was mad, huh? So it's like immediately he's kind of like writing the narrative for me.
I mean, I feel like there was times where you got mad at me, but I feel like it's part of it is like we were learning each other's boundaries.
Yeah.
I came home and maybe was a little too honest with you, but you were like asking me a lot of questions,
right? And
I didn't know how to not answer your questions.
Wow.
Right.
But to put that out there, because as a man, right, you could be looked down upon for asking too many questions. Shit, I done asked Mecca or call Mecca. She be like, damn, then you worry about where I'm at. It can happen sometimes with, like, especially if you're not used to it or used to certain levels of communication. But that had to be deep, like her coming. And he got questions like, what about this? Like, and also, like, you know, that's his wife. They married. So, like, he might be crossed. Like she said, they talking about boundaries. He might be crossing certain boundaries, like with his feelings, like, damn, like how I feel as a, but you know what I'm saying? But she talk about it more in this interview too, about one time, like the first time when it happened with them, where she wasn't feeling good. And he like, oh, I'm about to go shoot the scene. And how she was thinking about it, like, okay, now he gonna go fuck this shit without me now. Like, this is what he gonna do without me. So, like,
I'm not involved. I gotta be sick and watch.
Yeah, I got word to mother. That's crazy.
I can't.
I've seen bits and pieces of the video as well. That's what's kind of weird too, is realizing like the whole world seems to have decided that being a cuck is a bad thing, or like that your girl getting fucked by someone else is a bad thing. I don't know. I was not horrified by it. I'm not like upset by it. I'm not going to say that this is going to be something that I'm going to be fucking pounding my dick to, but
I hope you watch the scene and I hope you jerk off.
See, you said that last night, is that you are really turned on by the idea of me seeing it and enjoying it.
Yeah.
Where does that come from? I didn't know that was going to be one of the effects of this.
I don't know, because I know that you think it's hot. We've had more sex since I fucked Jason than we usually have in like a month.
I got an abrasion on my dick.
Now imagine this, right? In relationships, people might not feel like they getting enough. So that might be, right now, without you and your girl running around fucking nobody else, y'all might be beefing over sex anyway. Your whole goal might be to want to be more turned on. Her whole goal might be to want to be more turned on. And y'all niggas might be beefing about that, going crazy on each other, minus that. And look how they talking.
From fucking too much.
Every time we talk about it, you get a boner, and then we have sex.
I know.
I feel like you're trying to assert your dominance over the fact that I had sex with somebody else, but it's still like.
And some people will say that's animalistic, but we are animals, right? So I think I've probably told Medkit before, like if we go out to a club, like the more niggas that I see on Medkit, I'm turned on by niggas being attracted to the woman that I'm attracted to. That's why niggas want women that they are attractive to. That's why
they want their friends' approval
if
too.
it was
like,
just about the pussy.
That bitch bad.
Yeah, if it was just about the pussy. And ladies, I know that y'all think some niggas don't care. Long as you got a pussy, the nigga won't fuck you. But if it was just about the pussy, then you would never have to get an ass or eyelashes or your breasts done or nails if it was just about the pussy.
Y'all gotta beautify yourself up to a certain extent when you take it off the nigga's skin.
So
like, who the fuck did
right
I
now,
with?
she telling him they married. They've been together for 7 years. Like, yo, nigga, you ain't been this turned on. Every time we talk about it, your dick get hard, and we get it, and we getting it in. Some of you niggas are being embarrassed and want to just leave your girl.
That's their insecurities.
But
not,
you can't know that niggas ain't gonna like that. Niggas
not
don't like that.
And
Why?
they
Who
know
insecure?
your place
I
and
love
where you
it.
stand with your girl.
Who
Like,
they say
I am
insecure?
I'm with her. Oh, but
Yo,
then
listen,
if you
nigga.
have different values, you surely not going by your
Yo,
values
nigga.
anyway. Fucking all these bitches.
Yo, that's what
And
I'm
it's
saying.
Cute.
Yo, nah, that's real shit though. That's real shit though. So when you
just
think
showing
about
how
that,
your values work.
yo, bro.
They got different values in life, and I'm pretty sure at a point in time they're gonna sit down with their kid. Like you sit down, like, oh, daddy or mommy gotta work, and this is what they do. They're gonna sit down and tell them like this is what's gonna go, and they're gonna they seem like the type of couple who sit down like this is the negative shit that you will get. Da 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 da.
Yeah.
Like it is what it is.
And we
You
talk,
gotta
yeah, and we
design
talk
your
about,
kids for
yeah,
life.
we talk about training our kids. So
Yeah.